And our Thursday night football brings us to Pittsburgh and Heinz Field for an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you take a look at the standings in the division, Baltimore and Pittsburgh tied in the top spot at 9-3. But by virtue of a sweep, the Ravens right now have the tiebreaker advantage over the Steelers. Starts from the 20-yard line with Hillis behind it. And Hillis gets the first call. He got about 2, and that's it.
Hillis, the ball carrier.
He's only played in 6 games due to injuries, but the guys that he runs behind, Pinkston's a rookie, Mack, Pro Bowler last year. You look at the rest of the group, the leading receiver last year was Watson, the tight end, the wideouts, Greg Little, a rookie, Massaquoi, ranked in the top 5 in the NFL, Kiesel and Hampton, along with Ziggy Hood, number 1 pick last year. Harrison's been on a tear, sacking quarterbacks. Timmons, Farrier. Tonight, Worlds, as Alex said, in the starting lineup. Back in the corners, Taylor and Gay. The safeties who work together as good as anybody. Polamalu and Ryan Clark.
The right guard, right tackle, Gay.
It'll be Hillis, and he is stopped. What a huge difference a play makes. Larry Foote made the stop. So much for the touchdown.
Watch the annihilation at the point of attack. He kills him, puts him right back on his back, and turtles him. Foote cleans it up. That's why Harrison is so darn good.
So instead of 7, don't miss game day morning, Sunday starting at 9 Eastern, only on NFL Network. 3-0 on the kickoff. Antonio Brown. He gets out across the 25 for the Steelers. So Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers come out for the first time. So after having first and goal at the 5, the Browns end up with only 3 points, and what a huge difference. That Colt McCoy coming up inches short of the goal line made with the Steelers coming up with a defensive stop. Roethlisberger to throw on first down. Deep middle, got a man out to midfield, and it's Mike Wallace.
Wow. Skinny post. You got to hit this between 18 and 21 yards. He's working on Sheldon Brown. As soon as Wallace turns around, the football's in the air.
Steelers offense. Here's how they look up front. Legursky in there in the starting lineup. Pouncey, only 22 years old and already a great center. Gilbert on the other side. Heath Miller closing in on the all-time tight end receiving record. Wallace and Hines Ward closing in on 1,000 career catches. Johnson has just made that grab on Rashard Mendenhall. To stop for the Browns defensively. Here's how they look up front. Rubin's a good one. A couple of rookies, Taylor and Sheard on the other side. Alba. Well, Jackson's their leading tackler with 112 coming in. That's 3rd in the league. And the back end, Brown. Hayden, the second-year pro. Sama Young and Mike Adams at safety. Second down at the 44-yard line. Opening offensive series for the Steelers. Second and 7. The throw complete. Brown's got plenty for the first down inside the 35. Will pick up a 12.
Right here on Sheldon Brown. Watch Wallace come out, wall him off, missed tackle, and a good job by Antonio Brown, who's one of those guys, Brad, who makes people miss both in the return game and at wideout.
That's another first down. And around. Mike Wallace got the corner. Wallace down the sideline with a blocker in front of him. That blocker's David Johnson, and he just got pushed him in the back and said, "I'm right behind you, brother." 21 yards on the end around.
And that's a pretty good guy to tuck in behind is David Johnson. All the flows coming this way, and here comes one of the fastest players in the National Football League, Michael Wallace. Creative ways to get him the ball. Here comes Big Boy right here. Get in behind him, 270-pound fullback, tight end, H-back. They want no, Sheldon Brown's like, I want no parts.
Roethlisberger pumps one way, throws complete, and it's a touchdown. Jericho Cotchery, 11-yard score.
Comes out of the tight bunch set right here. What happens is up the field, and then he's going to come underneath. There's the crossing route. Great job by Ben extending the play as he always does. Dishing it off late to Cotchery. Touchdown.
We knew he'd be a bigger part of the offense tonight. And just camps inside the 5 and then takes it the rest of the way for an 11-yard touchdown.
Yeah, with Sanders out.
McCoy going to load it and go deep the other way. And this one's touched by Massaquoi, but incomplete.
And he should have made the catch. I mean, there was excellent coverage down there by William Gay.
Draw play. Only a couple. Quite as well as you can. McCoy sidesteps the rush. Buys himself some time, and now he'll get what he can, and he's run out of bounds on the Steelers sideline all the way to the bench. Since 1960, best record against one team. Elway, Staubach, and Young.
The thing that hurts the most is the direct snap.
Takes a direct snap here and off play action. Sets. Again gets away from the rush. Throws on the run. He's got first down at the 30. Antonio Brown, and again the strength of Ben Roethlisberger to extend the play, make something happen, and he does an 18-yard pickup.
Comes back to the football extremely well. I think it looks like he gets underneath it. It should be a catch.
And then we're stopped short on
The ball hit
third and goal.
the ground before the receiver caught the ball. Therefore, the pass was incomplete. It brings up third down.
I struggle with that.
There are no timeouts
I
charged.
thought he cupped it. I
Reset
thought he
the
was
clock
under
to
it.
104.
Let's see.
104.
I didn't see the ball move. Where? It looks like it's up against him the whole time. Do it again.
Double check.
Because I didn't like that.
Go look at it again.
Yeah, you guys got it wrong.
Empty backfield for Roethlisberger. Hodge Ward in there as well. 4 wideouts. He zips it down the middle, and he's got it. Antonio Brown said, well, if I don't get it the first time, we'll do it the second time.
And they played a really deep, too deep zone.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 98.
Phil
Contact to
Taylor,
the head.
the rookie from Baylor,
15 yards
first-round pick.
From the end of the completion. First down.
There's a big gap between the underneath coverage and the 2 deep safeties, and they're going to work their way right in here. And watch what happens. 3rd and 9. This group has to get deeper. You can't jump this guy and let somebody else in behind you. Great job right there. And here comes the late hit now. Phil Taylor to the helmet.
Oh, boy.
Really no question on that one, Brad.
That one might be a paycheck somewhere along the line, and that's going to be a 35-yard gain as Ben got one right in the head. And they tack it on to the end of the 20-yard pickup. It's all the way out to the 46-yard line.
3rd and 9, you can't hug up on the guy at 5 yards and let him catch it behind you for a big gain.
Quick slant. And another first down. This one to Mike Wallace. Here comes a blitz. They don't get him there either. And again, he gets Brown for a first down. To the 31-yard line and pick up the 13.
Okay, here it comes. Right up the middle, untouched. That's a win for the defense, right? Not so fast. Mayava misses him. He ducks and holds on to the. See him protect the football when he ducks that right shoulder. Boy, is that pretty. And then the touch pass to Antonio Brown, who's developing into one of the best young wide receivers in football. Man, that's fun.
Blue 20. Blue 20.
First down at the 31. It's Redmond on the carry. Cuts it outside. Little change of pace for Mendenhall. They got almost 10. Colt McCoy, quick throw to the outside. In and out of the hands. McCoy's getting ready to jump that baby.
You got no doubt about that one.
First down, McCoy. There it is. There it is. That time he did jump on it. Polamalu coming back the other way. Still on his feet before he's knocked out of bounds at the 10.
Nice ball, partner. You were on it. Boy, here he is lurking right here. And you better know, play action. Look, he's in the middle of the field, but look at him react. Bang! Ball's in the air. This is his all the way. That's a throw you cannot make if Polamalu was single high. He read that the whole way, got the jump. He became the receiver instead of Evan Moore, and that's a young quarterback getting baited into a throw he should have never thrown.
10th interception of the season by McCoy. 33-yard return for Troy Polamalu. Fumble and a fumble recovery all in the last 2 minutes. Cleveland doesn't get anything out of it offensively, though. On that snap, pickup of only one. Turnovers have been the story. Hines Ward first. There's the hit by Jackson and the recovery. And then Colt McCoy tries to tuck one in there, and Troy Polamalu had none of that. And then Heath Miller was heading toward the goal line when he took this hit from Hayden, and the ball came out, and the Browns had got it back.
7 in the league.
Colt McCoy, that's incomplete. And he's in trouble, and down he goes. Swarmed under back at the 45, first sack of the night.
Right here, they're going to bring 6. Heavy pressure. They're hoping that he throws the ball right here where they had it double teamed. Good job by Colt McCoy. I'd rather have the sack than a bad interception right now.
In the eye.
Black it up.
Now you get him, and he's got a nice run out across the 10 and diving, maybe for a first down. Very close.
He knows he's going to run it. They've got the numbers. Saunders does a great job at the back on the backside, forcing the corner, Shelton Brown, to make a tackle.
Second down and 1.
Brown trying to rip it.
Just some hard running by Mendenhall. He got that left hand back on it there. He might have lost it.
Black 20. Black 20.
Try him again for the first down. He's got it. Now they got a little bit of room to breathe.
Yep.
First down at the 17.
Black 20.
Heath Miller in motion. Roethlisberger sets up, scans the field. Now he's in trouble, and down he goes. They finally got to him. Scott Paxson and Brian Schaefering are there.
But more importantly, Ben Roethlisberger still down on the field.
Ben Roethlisberger being helped to the locker room. He got high-low by Brian Schaefering and Scott Paxson on that sack. And it was an ugly look at his left ankle as you take another look.
No question, you called it exactly right. Sandwiched between the two. He immediately grabbed down by the left. Here's the downside of extending plays sometimes. Boy, that's bad.
Did not look good at all. As you see,
Football game.
9 of 13 for Colt right now. Second down at 3. And again, they wrap up Hillis before he can get ahead of steam. I don't know if he even got back in the line of scrimmage. Just about every year since. Nice play fake by McCoy. Comes up throwing and incomplete. Ryan Clark makes a play on Watson. Watson had his hands on it. Would have been a first down.
Good drive on the football by Ryan Clark, and the play is incomplete. Colt McCoy's got to take his time. And
remaining. Ben Roethlisberger, we've talked about injuries. Right thumb, the knee, concussions, appendectomy, right shoulder, left foot. We know it's a left foot again. That we're sure of. The right shoulder. Again, a concussion a couple years ago. The broken nose. And now left foot and right thumb. That's a lot. Second down at 7. McCoy pump fakes one away, in trouble. Now he's going to go long. He's got Norwood out there. And it's broken up. William Gay diving, stab at it, knocked it away.
Had the protection been there, that's a touchdown. Give Gay credit.
They got to get to the 33. Blitz coming. McCoy throws incomplete. They're looking for a flag out there, and they're not going to get one apparently.
This is a rub route. This is part of a West Coast offense. I kind of thought he was running into his own guy.
Alex Smith, it's a tough one. Rich, we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. And there's Ben. And on the cart, and you can see the shoes are off and limping heavily. Clock down to about 20 seconds. There's the snap. Norwood going to try it. Ran right into the Steeler that was down there to make the hit. It was a nice one by Curtis Brown. Barring a penalty, last snap of the half. McCoy rolls to his right, looks back to his left. Ball is out as he's hit, and there's a flag down as well.
Was holding offense number 73. A penalty is declined. The half's over.
Guys,
guys, we were sure it might be a broken ankle, but Mike Tomlin telling me that the news is positive. The x-rays were negative. It's not a broken bone. He wasn't sure if it's a high ankle sprain or a lower leg issue, but Ben Roethlisberger might become even more legendary and tough if he plays in the second half of this game. He might have to do it, though, without his center, Marquise Pouncey, who was also taken to the x-ray room during the half. And they're looking at his left ankle. Doug Legursky would replace him at center, will replace him at center, something he did, remember, back at the Super Bowl.
All right, well, we saw Ben Roethlisberger warming up, heavily taped left ankle. He's talking things over with Bruce Arians right now, and it appears with Charlie Batch in the stocking cap and Ben in the helmet and the chin strap that he is going to play.
That's a tough guy.
That's something else.
Mitchell is the guy that forced the play there on the reverse. Great job by the wide receiver Mitchell, not allowing Antonio Brown out wide.
With about 5 minutes left in the second quarter, I didn't think I was going to say this, but here comes Ben Roethlisberger.
Look at him limping out there. You kidding me? And this is just going to endear him to a tough city even more.
And limping to get the handoff to Mendenhall. It goes for 6 or 7 before Nicole Jackson made the stop. Hines Ward in motion toward the ball and keep it on the ground. And Mendenhall got first down. He might get a big dose now, number 34, with the quarterback limited mobility-wise in what he can do in the pocket.
And this is what you're going to see. Kemoyatu, remember, he's in now at left guard. Legursky at center and power football. Kemoyatu and Johnson, and then push the pile for the first down.
He cuts off the left side. Mendenhall, big opening, first down run. Got about 12 more. Mike Adams lost his lid trying to bring him down. 6 Redmonds in there right now with Roethlisberger in the backfield. Ben set the throw. Waits, comes back across the middle. First down and a bunch more. Jericho Cotchery. He's got the touchdown tonight at 22-yard pickup.
Yeah, I think at this point defensively, you got to force Ben to move around. If you 4-man rush and allow him to stand like a statue, pat the football. Watch him. He's going to burp the baby right here. Pat, 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 and let it go. You've got to force him to move around in the pocket. You've got to force him to do more than that, because if he can stand like a statue, he's going to win.
Wow. That took an effort just to get the handoff to Redmond, and Redmond still going. First down run.
Look at the extension.
That took all he had right there with those long arms.
Yep. Outside set. Now here comes the inside move by Ataba Rubin, who has more tackles than any defensive tackle in the league. He's one of the best east-west players in the league. You can see that bad foot right there. The ankle.
They get stepped on.
No.
Whiz. Wow. Hillis. He hasn't had much room to run tonight. Steve back to the tailback. And he'll get the carry. Maybe to the 24.
Up for a little bit later with a great interception.
Second down and 8. McCoy, play action, sets up down the middle and behind his intended receiver, Mohamed Massaquoi. McCoy in the shotgun on 3rd and long. Throws on the run. Too far in front of his intended receiver. Greg Little has been a non-factor tonight. Came in as their leading receiver. Brown in motion across the field. And the give is to Mendenhall. And Mendenhall got a good run out of nothing. Picked up 6 yards. You know, the veterans on this team know Ben Roethlisberger well. Guys like Brett Kiesel who say, you know, he's always banged up when we're trying to put a run together.
He's used to it, I think. He's used to being banged up. Big Ben, you know. Seems like when we go on runs, when we go on Super Bowl runs, he's got something broken, whether it's a foot or an ankle or a thumb or whatever it is. So for us, it's a good thing.
Second down and 4 as he limps to hand it off to Mendenhall. Again, he's got a first down. And this is just ground. Steeler. Henry Johnson now and Barry Foster on the rushing list here for Pittsburgh. And here's a flag down. Johnson, he's still going.
Before the pass was thrown, holding by the defense, number 23. That penalty is declined because it would be enforced from the previous. The result of the play is a better result. First down.
All right, Ed. Whatever you say. It's a better result. I guess it is. A quick throw that's complete again to Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass complete.
Veritable windfall for Johnson tonight, Brad.
Yeah. And Mendenhall comes out the back end of it. He's got another first down. Still going. Down to the 4-yard line. 15 tough yards.
Make the linebacker Mayava miss right here. Bang, jump cut, miss, second level, lower the pad level and finish. This is a 230-pound tailback with great feet, former first-round pick, and Kevin Colbert, the general manager of this team.
Pressure coming. Roethlisberger steps up, fires down the middle, high and caught. Brown on the run. First down and then some, out of bounds to the 23-yard line.
You have got to be kidding me. One more time extending the play. Hobbling on a horrendous ankle. I thought he was going to throw the ball to Heath Miller in the intermediate area. Watch him drop it over Miller's head. Step up into the pocket. Here's Miller, and then he goes right over top of him. Phenomenal. Here comes Brown, working the middle right behind, 2 levels right behind Heath Miller. Makes the hands catch.
Pressure coming. He wants, yep, there it is. Over the middle, on the run is Wallace. The 10, the 5. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
With single coverage.
24-yard touchdown pass.
Watch his left knee, grass on it and everything.
We are reviewing the ruling of touchdown on the field.
Yep.
Quick throw and it's complete. No, it's in and out of the hands of Greg Little. Should have caught it. He's had some drop problems in the last couple of weeks. That one would have been a first down.
This is a simple slant slide combination. You're a second-round pick. You've got to catch that football.
Redmond will get the call here. And a good run by Redmond. Got out for 7 or 8 yards. As well as anybody ever has in tandem. Third down and a yard. For a fullback. In this case, Redmond, the up man in the eye, gets a first down. Penalty marker in the backfield, though. Straight drop from McCoy and flushed out of the pocket. And now he throws at the last second and completed it as he got planted. And I mean planted. And he's down, and there's flags down as well.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a hit on an unprotected quarterback. And it's probably going to be James Harrison. And Troy Polamalu got a big hit also, and Alex Smith was complaining about that hit.
McCoy looked like he was going to run, and then he pulled up at the last second at the line of scrimmage and let that pass go to the sideline. And then it was collision time.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense number 92. Helmet.
It's at the very end of this play.
The end of the run. First down.
As he lets go of the football. Here comes Harrison. Look at the head snap back. Helmet to helmet. No question there, Brad.
McCoy up on the from James Harrison as you get another look. Draw play. Going nowhere. Polamalu drops Hardesty in his tracks. In the spot he wants him. Straight drop. Here comes the pressure. Got away from one. Didn't get away from the second, and the ball comes out as Harrison, who just went head-to-head with him, this time goes arm to ankle and comes over and kind of gives Cole a pat on the helmet.
On the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
No intentional grounding.
Right there, let's see if his knee is down before. Yeah, that knee's clearly down. Right there. That's got to be a sack.
Harrison saying, sorry about that helmet-to-helmet job. Colt's like, well, you got me that time. You got me the other time pretty good, too. Sir.
Might not get the football back.
McCoy fires to the end zone. It is intercepted by William Gay. with the interception in the end zone gives it back to the Steelers. The 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger throws, back shoulder. Antonio Brown down the sideline, back to the middle of the field. And now he might go. Brown, touchdown. Career-long 79-yard touchdown catch. Antonio Brown. And that might just about do it.
And here it again. Hayden's up top. Because he's up high, you go back shoulder. And now, look at Antonio Brown. This is why he's such a good return man. He's an athlete in space. He makes people miss. And I give Ben Roethlisberger all the credit in the world. You saw a second-year quarterback make a mistake. And then you saw this guy take advantage.
Break before a week from Monday night game against the 49ers. On the West Coast, and will give them a chance to heal. Trailing 14-3. Quick throw, and that's incomplete. That'll be a tough one. Long trip to the West Coast. McCoy. That is intercepted by Ferrier, the guy that just hit him on the last play.
Interesting to see whether or not this is going to hold up. I thought when he threw the football, it might have bounced. It definitely hit the ground. It'll be a booth review, and this will come back to Cleveland ball.
McCoy directing traffic, throws, incomplete. McCoy bounced out the backside of that somehow. Colt throws on the run, incomplete. Oh, was it caught on the ricochet?
No, incomplete. You know, if you're looking for answers in Cleveland, I thought he did a great job. Ben, gosh.
Probably the last play of the game. And that's going to be the way it will end. With the Steelers sacking the second-year quarterback. Steelers defense has allowed only one touchdown in the last 3 games. Tonight, just a field goal for the Browns, and that was on their opening march of the first quarter. And I'm sure some words of encouragement between Roethlisberger and the young quarterback of the Browns. Gutty performance by both quarterbacks tonight. They both got banged up and knocked around. They both ended the football game on the field, though. And that guy, with 2 touchdown passes, leads his team to another win. 14-3, the final. The Steelers go to 10-3 on the season. We're going to be coming back for the Kay Jewelers post-game show featuring highlights, analysis, interviews, and press conferences. Rich and the guys will be back here at Heinz Field when we return. Stick around.